Good morning, students. Today we are going to look at oral English, and our topic here is on effective speech delivery. How can we deliver speech effectively? In order to have or to deliver a speech effectively, there are certain points you have to put into consideration, such as 1. Adequate knowledge on the topic. It is not possible to give what you don't have. So for you to talk on anything, you must have an adequate knowledge of the topic you want to talk about. The next thing is sufficient practice. For you to be able to give an effective speech, you should practice it sufficiently. Practice how to give speech. Most times, how do you practice? In your closet, in your room, you can sit down or stand before your mirror, pick up whatever you have written, and then try to read it to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and see how it comes out. When you do that continuously, you become efficient or effective in speech delivery. The third one is that you must be loud and clear. It is always annoying when somebody is giving a speech and people at the background are busy saying louder, volume, this and that. It makes the place rowdy, and even if you have a very important topic to discuss or an interesting topic to talk about, it will not come out well at the end of the day because of the rowdiness or the noise at the background. The fourth point we often look at is, in the course of delivering your speech, you must try to have eye contact with your audience. It will be wrong for you to be delivering speech and all through your eyes is down. One will not be able to know who you are talking to or who you are addressing. So, for effective speech delivery, it is essential to always have eye contact with at least your audience once in a while in the course of delivering your speech. Then 5, use of gestures. We are not trees. If you are talking to people, you must be able to move your hands, your body. Demonstrate what you're saying. Use gestures where necessary, not too much, but it should be included where necessary. Then finally, you should feel free. If you have practiced your speech very well and you have become conversant with it, the tendency is that you will feel free in the course of delivering your speech. You will not be agitated, anxiety will not come in, and your speech will flow and people will they will definitely understand what you are talking about. Now, the other aspect we want to look at in speech delivery is the features of speech. How do we write a speech? What are the features that every good speech should have? On the right-hand side of the board, we have 5 features of speech writing. The first one is the type of speech, which is often known as the heading or the title of the speech you want to write on. Who are you writing to? What are you expected to talk on? That should be written on the title. After that, we have what we call identification data. Identification data. There you tell us who you are, you identify yourself. Who are you? Then you talk about the next thing is the salutation. In the course of the salutation, you recognize the personnel or the people present in that occasion. Whatever the occasion is, who are those present? Is the king there? Is the owner of the school or the chairman of the occasion? All this should be recognized in the salutation. Directly after the salutation, we have the body of the speech. There you talk about whatever topic you are talking about, and then finally you come to the conclusion, and then you sign off. When you sign off, you sign your signature, your full name, that is your first name and your surname, and your designation, who are you? You tell us who you are. And by the time you have done that, you must have done a good speech, write-up. You must have written a good speech. So for you to write any speech, it is essential that first you put these features into consideration, and in the course of delivering the speech, all this effective speech delivery should be put into consideration. You have to practice it this way, so that when you are called upon the invitation to deliver your speech, your speech will come out very well and accepted. Now, if we go to our textbook, Effective English, Concept English for SS3, page 177, we will see that we have all these features and the areas to consider in writing effective speech, all spelled out in that page. On the next page of that textbook, we have a sample speech. We will want to go through that sample speech and see if most of these features we talked about are there in that speech. Here, in this speech on page 178, say an address of welcome presented by the senior prefect to Mrs. Osisioma, the senior biology teacher at Amide Secondary School, Gariki, Anku, Nawa, Enugu. Salutation. The principal, the vice principal, our amiable teacher, Mrs. Osisioma, respectable member of staff, and my fellow students. Good afternoon to you all. The body. A few months ago, we gathered here to send off Mrs. Obong, the predecessor of our incoming biology teacher. Then it was as if we were saying goodbye to biology as a subject. Today, we have all gathered again to welcome another giant in the field of biology. I call her a giant because, from my assessment, the 2 months she has stayed here have been extremely commendable. During these months, we've done practicals in 3 different topics, which are still very fresh in our memories. You will agree with me that when the former biology teacher left us, there was wailing and crying because of the importance of this subject in our educational sector. But suddenly, God heard our cries and sent us a savior in the person of Mrs. Osisioma. Words are inadequate to express our feelings, but we thank God for his ceaseless benediction. Our beloved teacher, we wholeheartedly welcome you into this citadel of learning. We have caring mothers as our principal and vice principal, peace-loving and hardworking teachers, and disciplined students. In fact, you will see things for yourself. We promise you that, by the special grace of God, we will never let you down. We shall continually do our assignments and projects and study very hard to come out with distinctions in our external examinations, just like our predecessors. We make a passionate appeal that you keep up the position that Mrs. Obon set for the subject, biology, as the best subject in this school. We developed a very keen interest during her stay here, and we have equally proved to. During her stay here, and you have equally proved to us that we will surely continue from where she stopped. In unison, we say, more power to your able. and we wish you a happy and pleasant stay in our school. May the Lord continually grant you all the good desires of your heart as you walk in his vineyard. Once again, we say welcome. Signature, thank you all. Full name, Ebubechukwu Obuagu. Designation, Senior Prefect, for and on behalf of the students. Now, I want you to go through that speech, try and identify all these features in that speech on your own. That is an assignment you'll do on your own. Then now for your homework, you have this assignment on page 179. It says, as the senior prefect of your school, write an address of welcome to the school principal, Mrs. Arochukwu, who has just been posted to your school. Page 179. Thank you.